So Andy joins us now. Before we get back to Verlander, what do you got for us?
The Mets have traded Mark Canha to the Milwaukee Brewers for a minor league pitcher named Justin Jarvis. That's what I've got.
Oh. A minor league pitcher, at least. Fans are going to be happy about that. They needed pitching.
I'm going to Google him.
No surprise. So is everybody else right now. No surprise with Canha going. So this is the first of, we would assume, multiple deals here for the Mets. Little deals. Obviously, Terry, Justin Verlander would be a big deal. Now, I feel like you can't be sellers to that extent because it hurts next year. What would you do with the Mets with Justin Verlander?
Well, you're talking to the manager.
Yeah, right. Keep him.
Come on, let's be honest here. I'm keeping him. That's what I'm doing.
Right.
But, and I think Jim's absolutely correct. I think there's going to be, there's always somebody who pops in late, because they will trade this guy, and they're in a situation where they know, hey, this might be the piece we need, and you'll find that surprising team right at the end jump in there and sometimes get a guy. But, I'm a little surprised. I really thought with all of the hoopla that this team brought, Sal, right now with 60 games to go, hey, all of a sudden, there's no reason why they can't go 40-15 or put a big run together, and it shows patience. But you know what? It's not my money, it's not my team. I'm the manager, and that's easy for me to say.
Of course, right? And that's why I kind of want Verlander here, not even necessarily for this year, but of course next year I want the ace. So Andy, you just broke the news of the Mark Canha trade. What's the latest on Justin Verlander?
Yeah, and I also want to credit Will Sammon from The Athletic, who was on this around the same time as I was. The Canha trade. On Verlander, look, this has been an ongoing situation where the Mets have been talking to 2, 3, 4 clubs to certain different levels of seriousness, but there does seem to be some focus on the Dodgers as a potential fit for Verlander. It hasn't progressed much to the day, though, Sal. Basically, the Mets are looking for a larger prospect haul than they got for Max Scherzer, for the simple reason that Verlander's pitching better than Scherzer this year. They think he's worth more. They're willing to eat a lot of money for that prospect haul, but they just haven't gotten lined up with the Dodgers or any other club, and that's sort of where it is right now. You're going to want the framework of a deal like that in place well before tomorrow's 6 p.m. deadline if it's going to happen, because there is money that MLB needs to improve. MLB needs to improve more than $2 million. That's a process that took overnight in the Scherzer trade. So you can't do this deal 5 minutes before the deadline. There's Verlander's no trade clause, which the Mets have to. That took a while for Scherzer. Scherzer thought about this for hours. Now, I guarantee you Verlander at this point has thought about it in theory, so it wouldn't be a total surprise, but does he want to go where they're going to send him? There's a lot that has to happen here, a lot of hurdles, which is why people still think that he's more likely to stay than to go. But the Mets are working to turn him into prospects, so I'll tell you that.